Hello and welcome to this weekly analysis. This is Cosmos from CashFX Empire and wishing you a very good blue week as we begin our weekly trades. And we have on our watch list a couple of pairs that we're going to look at this week, starting with the DXY, and later on we're going to jump into many other currency pairs that we're going to look into, together with the NAS 100 and NASDAQ stock currency and many other stocks we're going to look into. So we have to ourselves DXY, and this is what we're currently anticipating on DXY. We've been looking at how price has been happening, especially in the couple of weeks, especially the couple of days that have just gone by. We saw price dump down. We expected a rally up in this range, but price managed to break below this market structure low, coming back into this breaker, and we see price failing to go even deeper into this order block, and we see price rallying back into this market structure high to create a market structure high in this range, and we see price coming back for a retest, and we see a lot of happenings right here. We dropped this analysis and we already are seeing DXY running into profits as it just opened with a gap. Hopefully it will be filled and price continues to going up like this, and this simply implies that we're going to be selling EURUSD, GBPUSD, and many other US pairs with XAUUSD with it, and buying pairs with USD XX in it. So this is what we're anticipating on DXY. On the other side, we're looking at NAS 100. NAS 100 we already dropped a signal, and this is what we've been looking at on NAS 100. NAS 100 has been on this bullish order block for like 1 week now, and we see price failing to go below this bullish order block, and a lot of wicks being left on the upside as well as on the downside, liquidity being taken out, and we see possibly the probability of price just rejecting off this level and buying up to this bearish order block, even up to this bearish order block possibly, because we're anticipating some strength in the dollar this week beginning, and there's a lot of news events happening this week, especially on Tuesday and many other days to come. So this is what we're anticipating on NASDAQ, NAS 100. Already we're in a buy setup. We've already posted the signal on the channel, and this is what is happening. We are anticipating that we might buy ourselves up to this bearish order block, especially now that market is actually opening up. On the other side, we are looking at EURUSD. As we said, as DXY is buying, we're anticipating a sell-off on EURUSD, which is the setup that we're looking at right now. We failed to go above this market structure high. Price just came back to this order block, and we're looking to sell it off below this market structure low and possibly to this bullish order block right here if price or market structure holds. This is what we're currently looking at right now, because we're anticipating a fall down to this order block. As we can see, as DXY continues to buy, we expect this guy to fall and possibly down to this trend line, even down to this bullish order block. So this is what we anticipate right now. But you need to understand one thing: this is not actual truth. This is just my opinion on what the market probably might do this week beginning. So this is what we're anticipating. You've seen this rectangle here, keep it in mind. There's something we're anticipating right here. Price might come down here, then continue back up to this rectangle here. There's something we're anticipating to happen in this rectangle. So on the other hand, we're also looking at EURJPY. EURJPY, this is what we're anticipating. We saw price rallying up to the upside, and we saw this trend line being broken below, and price coming back to retest. The retest happens in the bearish order block, and price rejected and fell off back into this range. So the range created is between this level 125.409 and 123.012. Price came back into this bullish order block, fell to go below, creating a market structure low, and price retraced back. So we're anticipating probably a rush up here, then a continuation of the downtrend if price respects market structure. So this is what we're looking at right now. On USD/JPY, as usual, we're anticipating to buy this guy because of what we saw on DXY, but it's a setup that I saw last week, which possibly might hold if everything goes well, and this is how it's looking right now, because we're already selling ourselves from here. This was about an 8 pip move stop loss with an anticipated about 30-40 pips down move. So we're anticipating that on this guy. On gold USD, we also are looking at this downtrend which we saw. We were selling this guy last week from this level, and it was a very good sell off of this breaker, and price came back here, a very minimal stop loss with a huge return, as we saw price dumping, price coming back again to this level, a breaker. We did the same as what we did here. We sold off, and price is coming back into this bullish order block or support, and possibly it might even come down to this bullish OB or support, because we're anticipating a bearish move to continue, especially on this guy. So anything is possible. Take this not as gospel truth, but as an opinion of what I'm anticipating. So use this information to whatever way, in whichever way you might try or want to use it. In any way, use what you know with what I've just put out here. On EURGBP last week we saw a very huge dump, especially after we bought ourselves from this level to this level, and all our TPs were hit, liquidity was taken out. Price instead decided to dump back into the range and continue to buy off from the same area that we bought from, just some few pips down the line, but never went below this market structure low. So we started buying ourselves out here, and we are back into this bearish order block, and we want to see what price happens. We know that Mondays we don't usually trade much on these currencies. We wait for a direction to be given by Monday, then Tuesday we see the confirmation, and we continue like that. We usually find good trades on Wednesdays, Thursdays, even on the close of the market. Sometimes on Mondays we do fine, but whichever the case, let's trade what the market gives us and what we want. So this is what we have right now. On these other pairs I will update later, but this is what we are expecting. NAS 100, we're currently on a buy setup, and as we can see currently it is being respected, especially when you watch it on the 5 minutes. This is what is happening. We're currently buying this as a sniper entry. Our stop loss is just right here at 1156 4.5, and we want our first take profit to be right here, and possibly if we manage to go up here we can reach up to 11740.0, and possibly up to where we think might be the target area, which is this high and this high, where you see liquidity hanging around, and the probability of reaching this bearish order block, especially with this market open, is very, very high. So let's keep track, let's keep watching, but anything is possible, anything can happen. We're currently in this range between 11740 and 11526.1. So this is what we are currently looking at this week. So I wish you all the best, and for those joining our channel, you can just click in the link below and you'll be trading with us as we trade together. So have a blue week. This is it from me.